Hello viewers, so here I am, I'm at the gym again. Going to the gym when you're over 40 can be hard work. There's a lot of people who make it part of their lifestyle and there's a lot to be said for that. It's something I never did as a youngster. When I was growing up in the 90s, there was no culture of people going to the gym. People just didn't do it. You know, there was one lad at school in a year group of 90 kids who went to the gym, and he was seen as a bit weird, you know. Nowadays, it's totally normal for somebody who's 45, 48, 58 to be in their local gym pulling weights and stuff. But it's not something of our culture, of our generation. It's always seen as a bit weird. And I think the thing for me, gym has always been, for me, historically until last year, something very self-centered and very cosmetic. So I always thought it was very conceited, wanting to look muscular or wanting to improve your body composition and stuff like this. It wasn't something that was cool to do. And I had an epiphany last year. I just decided to get off my arse and get to my local gym. And that's what I've been doing. And I've probably been going 4 times a week, 5 times a week sometimes for a year. Has it made a difference? I can probably say it has. I'm not great at measuring my body composition and whatnot. I think it's too geeky. I'm not a massive, as you might be able to tell, I'm not massive on diet. I pretty much eat what I want. I've not got the best diet in the world. But my exercise, I've tried to stick to a routine in terms of what I do and when I do it over the last 12 months. And it does make a difference. But I totally understand why, if you're of a certain age and you're a man in the UK, you're not going to really, you know, what is it that's going to make you get off your arse and go to the gym? You know, usually there's a reason, there's a catalyst for people doing it. It might be a milestone birthday. It might be you hit 40 or 50 or 60 and you think, you know what, I'm going to get off my arse and go to the gym. It could be a photograph that you see. You could see a photo. A lot of people see a photo of themselves and think, oh my goodness me, I need to shift the belly fat. That's what usually happens for people. In my case, it was just a combination of factors, really. I wasn't sleeping great. I wasn't eating great. I was probably drinking too much. I didn't want to turn into a fat guy at the age of 50. So when I was 48, I just thought, you know what, I'll hit the gym and see what happens. And at first, when you first go, you don't really know what you're doing, like physically on equipment, with equipment, stuff like that. And also, you don't know what muscles you're working and why. And it seems really dull to find this out. But you have to get speaking to lads in the gym and ask them why they're doing what they're doing and what muscles they're working today. This is very normal conversation in a gym, which is totally abnormal in any other scenario. But this is a conversation that gives you advice and guidance on what to do. So you need to work a combination of muscles. You can't just focus on getting big arms, you know. You've got to work on all areas of your body, and you can't overdo it either. So your ultimate goal, I guess, as a guy at our age is you want to burn some fat. You probably want to shift some fat, and you probably want to grow a little bit of muscle. The chances of you blowing up and being very muscular are almost zero at this age without a massive intense focus on diet, which most lads haven't got the time to do, or you're using steroids, which a few guys will use. But for 99% of us, you just want a little bit more muscle, a little bit less fat, and a little bit more psychologically feeling good about yourself. So it's something I recommend you do and explore. I'm not a fitness influencer, definitely not. I'm not going down that road, don't worry. I'm just suggesting that going to your local gym might be an idea. I think one of the other problems for guys our age as well, in terms of gyms, is when you do go online, you will often see 20-year-old lads that are absolutely ripped showing you how to do exercises and talking about nutrition. There are very, very few fitness-oriented channels that are British that make any sense whatsoever. Most of them are young lads who can grow muscle in 4 weeks, and they're not fat usually. They're carrying like an 8% body fat, and if you're anything like me, you've got the fat composition of a Mars bar. You've got at least 25% fat composition if you were to measure it. So I think that's a problem. It can seem quite intimidating, but when you go to the gym, you will see people just like yourself and like me, and I would urge you to nip along and have a look and see what's going on. You can get a gym membership in England now for a tenner a month in some cases, you know. Places like Pure Gym or the Gym Group or Anytime Fitness, these types of gym chains have very low cost memberships now. So there's no excuse. You know, it's basically the price of a pint in London. You can get a month's gym membership up north, or, you know, a couple of pints of Guinness up north, £6 each. You can get a gym membership for 12 quid. It's just an absolute no-brainer. So that's something I'd definitely urge you to do. Anyway, I'm going to head into the gym, do my stuff. But don't worry, I will not be making videos showing my ripped torso and my dumbbell technique. I'll leave that to other people to do. If you know of any influencers or YouTubers that are of our age in Britain, that are normal, that aren't proper nutrition geeks, or personal trainers by profession, you see a lot of those guys, let me know in the comments if you found anybody. I haven't yet, so I'll be interested to know if there are any people out there of our age, of our generation, who go to the gym and make fun, comedic sometimes videos. I think would go down quite well. Thanks a lot.